Hello, my friends. It's Jory with the Blissful Knowing. We're saying it like we're ringing in the new year. Ooh, I'm close. I want to push you guys back a little bit. It's a little too close for my comfort. Oops, we got a pen under here. Nobody's here yet. That's good. Hi, guys. Oh, there we go. Now we got the people coming. We've got the people coming. Oh, my goodness. I feel like I need to ring a bell. I need to ring the bell, the New Year bell. I'm going to ring the New Year bell. Magical, magical, magical. It's magical. It's magical. Why is it magical? It's a magical miracle that I'm here, you guys. Whee! Oh, that feels good. There's Stephanie. Yay! This is my celebratory chime to celebrate the fact that I finally made it onto a live stream. It has been the journey all week to get here, you guys. Holy moly. And it's totally symbolic that it stopped raining a few minutes before I came on, because I have been underwater, people. I have been diving. I've been on a deep dive, a deep Scorpio dive. Hi, Valerie. Which, having Scorpio moon, I'm used to these things, but holy crap, you guys. I just feel like I just came up to the surface of the water after God knows how long. I mean, I want to say 9 weeks, but I will say this week, we'll just say this week for now. Swimming in the ocean of emotion, drowning in the ocean of emotion. I mean, crying. And yes, I call myself a happiness coach, but I want to clear something up. I teach buoyancy. I teach how to surf the ocean of emotion, to surf the waves, the ups and downs, to find balance when we're going through things. I am not happy all the time. I'm very shiny a lot of the time because I've learned buoyancy. But I have my share of struggles. Trust me, I've been through things that you guys would be shocked. You would be shocked if you knew what I've been through. But I'm not here to play victim. I'm not here to have a sad story. I'm here to shine. I'm here to tell you that joy is our natural state, and that the contrast inspires the improved experience. But man, I go through stuff. I mean, Scorpio moon is the most intense emotion, and I've got all the water signs in really strong placements. I've got Jupiter in Pisces. I've got 2 planets in the sign of Cancer. I've got all the water signs. So I experience very, very deep, very dramatic emotions. And that is why I need the tools and the insights that I offer you guys. Everything I offer you guys is because it's helped me find balance. It's helped me find buoyancy. It's helped me overcome and see the higher perspective of the challenges in my life. But holy crap. Yeah, last night I went on a very deep dive, Scorpio deep dive, into the depths of my unconscious, my subconscious, and found some pearls, you guys. I mean, that's what it's about. It's the treasure hunt of self-discovery. And I'm super grateful that I was able to find the pearl of wisdom, come back to the surface, and be here for you guys. Oh, I'm seeing good comments, and I'll have to read them later. I don't want to get off track. But thank you guys for your comments. But my God, it's been intense. I mean, we've had a November, December, and I just kept thinking, I want to come on and explain this to everybody. I really want to explain to everybody that they're not alone and that this is a collective thing. And if you haven't felt it, that's awesome. Numerology can be very much, can affect the collective. The universal energies can be the same for everybody, but astrology is so in-depth and complex because, I mean, you do have personal energies in numerology, but in astrology, where certain things are hitting your chart, what houses, what planets, all the aspects and everything, that is very complex. So things that I felt, like with the eclipse on November 8th, I'm sure there are people that felt nothing. I mean, there probably are, because I've been through eclipses before that have not affected me, but this one was directly exact degree of my sun, which is the self. I mean, holy shit. So I have been recovering from that, you guys. That has been, I don't want to use the word traumatic, but it has been dramatic. It has been intense. It has been difficult. I have been going through a lot personally. Don't cry, Jor. I've cried so much, you guys. Like, please, one dry day would be so nice. It's okay. Tears are part of our healing. They are the release. I cried a shitload last night, and I feel like that's the reason why I can come on today, is because I did clear so much. And my goal is to help all of you to clear so much so that you can shine again and you can learn more about who you are. Self-discovery is really what it's about. Know thyself. Because when you know who you are, you can be yourself as fully as possible. And that is the purpose of life. Hi, Shane. Your life purpose is to be yourself as fully as possible. We all came here to live as our true authentic selves as fully as possible, to discover ourselves. So it all serves. Everything serves. Even the darkest moments serve. The contrast always inspires the improved experience. And all of this challenge that I've been through, I feel like I would not be here and be who I am today in this moment talking to you if I hadn't gone through all of that darkness and come back into the light, metaphorically and literally, because there's light outside in the sky. I see blue sky for the first time all day. That is worth a magical chime and a pom-pom, guys. We're bringing in all the accessories for 2023. Okay, we've got the right hand and the left hand all together now. Let's celebrate overcoming challenges and rising up like the phoenix that we all are. Okay, Scorpio transforms. Holy shit. So, yay, Holly, you made it. Woohoo. Oh, Holly's been there with me every day, helping me through this. Woo! You guys. All right. I'm just going to settle into celebrating that we're all here. And I want to, speaking of transformation, I'm looking over here. I don't know if you guys saw, I don't think I've done a live stream since I got my dragonflies in, but check it out. I had a dragonfly in November and I was able to get some more. So this is charoite. Am I saying it right? It's blurry. It's so frustrating, but I'll post pictures below. Come on, where's the camera? I don't know, this is a different phone. It's amethyst and charoite. It's so much prettier than it's showing. It's much more purpley than it's showing in this lighting. But dragonfly is the symbol of transformation. And here we have an imperial opal and a peridot, which is so beautiful for heart healing and physical health. So if you want to transform your heart healing and your physical health, this is the stone for you. It's calming and soothing. And then this feels like a spiritual transformation because it's associated with the crown chakra. So spiritual growth and becoming more of your soul self, which is a big theme this year. And by the way, guys, I did put a few pieces such as the green amethyst on sale today. So there are new markdowns. All right, I think everybody's here. I needed to do a little show and tell. Not everybody, obviously. I need to do a little show and tell before I got into my nitty-gritty numerology that has been building and swelling and percolating all week. It was like, I feel like I was like, oh my God, there's so much to say. I want to talk about the 7-year of 2023, but I also need to talk about January, but I also need to go back and talk about December and last year. And it was like this buffet of insights and wisdom and spiritual knowledge and energies. And I was like, what do I put on my plate for this live stream? Like, I have to condense everything that I know about everything that's been going on into like less than an hour. Hi, Sherry. Oh my. Sherry, I have not seen you. I have been thinking about you. I have been missing you. I have been noticing your absence. You are back, girl. Ooh! Pom-pom and chime. Celebrate Sherry's return just like we are celebrating my return. Who else is back that I haven't seen forever? I love when you guys come back. This makes me so happy. By the way, we're going to redo the hair print, I think, in the next 2 weeks. It takes you have to do like a 7-day detox. It's a natural thing that restores your hair back to its natural color, but you cannot use any hair products except their special thing, and no styling products for 7 days. And then for 2 more days, you can't do any heat styling or anything. So it is like 9 days of no doing the hair. And I'm like, who has time for that shit? Who has time for that shit? I'm going to make time because I really liked how it looked. I had to do the hair. Every live stream, you guys, there is a hair comment. We know. You've been with me long enough. You were waiting for it. Hi, Sandra. Okay. Who else is here? Another Sherry. Yay, Sherry. So many Sherrys. Okay. Let me get a drink. There's just too much. I need more saliva for this. All right. I don't want to dwell on the past too much, but we are in Mercury retrograde, which is reflecting backwards, thinking about the past. And I feel it's really important for us, in order for us to know where we are now, to know where we have been. So a little refresher on 2022, the 6th year, the year of love and family and home and marriage and divorce and healing and community. Did you get that? That was fast. Love, healing, marriage, divorce, healing, and community. Nurturing also, artistic projects also. But where it just got a little crazy is when we get, hey Jamie, it's when we get to the end of the 6th year. 6 years also responsibilities and feeling overwhelmed with responsibilities. So I have a lot of 6 in my chart, and 6 reminds me of, I don't know if you guys know the book, The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein, which, by the way, Shel Silverstein, if you know him, is the inspiration behind my Family Tree book, my second book. His writing style, I love it. But 6, so 2022, it gets overextended because it's an output energy. It gives and gives and gives and gives. It's about being of service and nurturing. And it's kind of like a breastfeeding mother who's like up in the middle of the night and exhausted, who wants so much to nourish her child, but is so drained, so drained. Thank you, Shane. And so by the end of the 6th year, it's like we were flat, like a flat balloon, like a, at the end of the giving tree. So if you guys don't know the giving tree, the tree loves this little boy and gives the tree, gives shade to the boy, and then, the boy grows up and he uses the twigs for the, I don't remember, this is how I remember it, but it's something like this, twigs for the fireplace, and then, or to build the house, and then the log to build the house, the fruit of the tree to nourish him. And then at the end of the book, there's nothing left of this tree but the stump. And he's like, well, you can sit on my stump. And I always pondered this book, like, is this to teach you to be selfless and giving, or is this like showing that man takes advantage of nature and strips it of everything? I don't know. I'd love to hear what you guys think. But anyway, the point is, because I have a lot of 6 and I give so much, and then I get completely like burnt out, like they call it healer's burnout, or my filter gets clogged, as I'm always shown when I've taken on everybody else's energy and I need to go clear it. My guides will show me the stump. It's like, you have nothing left to give at this point. Okay. You need to grow some new stuff here. You're worn out. So you need to fertilize yourself. So at the end of 2022, you may have felt that you had given and given and given, and you had nothing left in the tank. And I've talked to specific clients who felt this. I know it's not me, just me here. And that is intentional with the seasons of the numerology, with the cycles, because 6 goes into 7. So 6 is, I'm going to give my energy out to others. And then 7 is like, oh my God, my tank is empty. It's time for a sabbatical. It's time for the Sabbath, the day of rest. It's time to recharge. It's time to fill up your tank. It's time to be still. Still. No more putting the energy out. It's introverted. It's introspective. It's unplugging from the world, but plugging into the source of energy. Raising the antenna, going within, meditating, being in nature, letting nature rejuvenate you, letting the source of all things, reconnecting plugging in. So you're unplugging in a sense, but if you were a cell phone, you are turning yourself off, but you're plugging yourself into the charger, okay? Because your battery is at 0%. And let me tell you guys, my battery was at fucking 0% all week. Hi, Megan. And I was like, oh my God, I finally feel like I'm at like 50%. Maybe I'm even at 100. I don't know. We should all have meters. Wouldn't that be helpful if we all walked around and had meters, and then we could respect people who are tired and not, it's like, oh, look, her battery's only at 2%. We better not ask her for anything right now. We better give her space. And that's where healthy boundaries come in. You need to know, you need to be in touch with your own meter, your own battery percentage, so that you are not trying to give from an empty cup. And that is what happened. The lesson of the 6, because it gets overextended, is you must give to yourself. There needs to be balance between giving and receiving. And this was last year's theme, but you may not have felt it till the end of the year and you realize, holy fucking shit, I'm exhausted. Let's not forget, if you saw my last live stream, December 6th is when the energy started to shift. So we were already bringing in that 7 energy of, I don't want to deal with people. I need to rejuvenate. I need to be still. I just want quiet. I'm just tired. And then for most people who are not aware of that energy that's coming in, they might have been irritable, because that's very 7 when it doesn't have its recharge, and having to deal with the holiday stuff on top of everything when you're already at low battery. It's like, how do you give when there's nothing to give? It's just exhausting. And it's a collective issue where we're taught to be, that our value comes from our productivity, or it's like taboo to say no to a social function or a holiday function or whatever. It's like, no, you've got to learn to love yourself and care for yourself. And that's how you can be your best self, because you have the most benefit to others when you are shining, when you have energy to give out. So it's not selfish. It's self-preservation. It's so you can be your best self. It's so I can be here telling you this. I had to take 5 days off. I wanted to be here January 1st, and I fought tooth and nail with my ego. It was such an ego battle, you guys, because Capricorn energy in January, 1 energy, 8 energy, they're all like pressure, do, ambition. And then we had this 7 energy, and we're in Mercury retrograde, which is saying slow the fuck down, rejuvenate, recharge. And so that was a huge push-pull that I had to go through. And I was like, but I have to be there to tell the people about the energies. And then my guides were like, serve yourself, then serve your family, then serve your community. That's how it works. And I'm like, I need to serve my community. No, you have nothing. And I had so much that I need to do with my family. I have a son who's just now starting to feel better, but I was playing, I don't want to say nursemaid, but I was doing, room service delivery. So he could stay in his room. And that was just a whole nother, I was already fatigued, and I was like, oh. So personal stuff and the lighting and the rain and all this stuff, nothing was coming together. And I've been learning, especially I'm in a personal year of 9, the lesson of surrender. And if you guys were at my private live stream, which only a select few of you were, the first one on December 18th, we did a big group card pull with 9 cards, but the 3 of the cards were let it go, trust the timing, clear the air. And that's exactly what I've had to do over and over, especially this week. Let it go. It's not going to happen today. Let it go. Okay. Trust the timing, trust the blocks, trust that there's a divine timing, and the universe knows the best timing, and you think you know the timing, and you think the best timing is January 1st, but the best timing, we know what it is. It's January 5th. Okay. And clear the air. Clear the air is what I had to do last night. Such a fucking clearing of the air. Is there an issue with the sound? Is there an issue with the sound? Sound is fine here. I'm missing the comments. Do we have sometimes the microphone rubs against my clothes or my hair and it sounds bad? Let me know, guys. I'm just going on my tangent. Anyway, as I do so well. All right, so we've established, okay, we're good. We're good with sound. We've established that 6 at the end of the year had the draining effect. What we didn't talk about, we have talked about, but what I need to readdress is the eclipse in November 8th in Taurus. And we had another eclipse a few weeks before that, 10 days, whatever, end of October in Scorpio. Scorpio wants us to let go of things that are toxic. And so Taurus is our comfort zone and our security, and that eclipse had a Uranus conjunction. So Uranus is breaking up and shaking up and chaos and breakthroughs. And so your comfort zone may have been completely shaken up. And it's like the Tower card in tarot, or tarot, however you want to say it. If something's not built on a solid foundation, it just crumbles down. And you know that's what happened to me. I had the whole rubble thing, if you guys remember my December live stream, and my hand was sticking up and I was like, I want to go live and tell people what just happened to me. And they're like, dude, you just had rubble fall over you and you need to like recover. Like, stop. Stop and recover, please. But so there was Uranus is out of the blue shakeups and breakups. And something that you thought might have been a stable thing or a comfort zone thing in your life may have been completely removed from your life out of the blue and just shocked the hell out of you. And we had 11 energy that month too. I mean, it was such a just compounded with intense energy. 11 is that higher frequency that will shatter that glass, that will stir up everything that's at the surface and bring it up. And the Scorpio season, which does that same thing, asking you to dig into your deep, dark things that are hidden under the rug. So it was so fucking intense, that eclipse. Especially if you have Taurus, you may have felt that. Again, for me, it was right on my sun. So I felt like things that I loved so much and still love so much, that I held so dear to me, were ripped out of my hands. It was like just like a movie where there's this giant tornado and it just rips it out of your freaking grip. And it was so dramatic for me. And I don't want to say it was completely unexpected, but the drama of it and the way that it happened, I didn't feel mentally prepared. It was just, I told you guys, there was a door closing behind you, that's closed behind you, and you try to open it and you can't go back to the past. You can't. It was just so hard. So I'm still working through things. But so that, and then we also had at the end, I'll be very curious to read your comments. Thank you guys for sharing your perspectives. We had Jupiter in Pisces at the anaretic degree, the final degree of Pisces, which Jupiter expands, and the final degree can bring undoing. And I learned of 6 deaths in 1 week. And when I learned of Twitch's suicide, it absolutely crushed me, because if you don't know, he's one of he was, and I feel he's telling me he still is, one of the shiniest, happiest, most uplifting people that you would ever know, like the least person you would ever expect to do that. And it made me think that, my God, I'm a shiny person, and people would never expect me to have pain. This person was clearly in pain. We all have pain, you guys. We all have pain. And that is why my goal is to share with you the tools and the insights and the higher self perspective that comes through in a session. Everything that I have to offer you guys is to help you through all of this emotional heaviness that I feel collectively we have not dealt with. We have not dealt with it. And that is why things like addiction are so prevalent in our society, because we have been taught not to feel our feelings. We have been taught that that if we cry, we're weak, or if we feel depressed, that, we're outcasts in society. Whatever it is, I don't want to go into all the nitty gritty, but you guys know this is a huge thing that's healing right now, that we are working on healing, is this collective programming to numb our feelings. Because when we do that, they build, and then it's this explosion, and it's too much. It's too much. So let me please just know that my intention is to offer you tools, insights, Everything that I have gone through and learned and created is to help you to connect to your emotions, to understand them, to understand the root of them, to work through the underlying beliefs that are creating suffering for yourself. All of this is my mission. It's why I'm here. And it is tragic for me to see such a beautiful example of someone who absolutely lit up this world not be here. It was so devastating for me. And personally, I've seen people who are struggling with addiction who are so beautiful and shiny, and they have not been able to fully shine their light as a result of being programmed at a young age to not feel their feelings and therefore learning to numb them. It breaks my heart. There's the crying. Damn it. Ooh, that's an ugly cry. Okay. So it is my intention to offer everything that I have learned and gained to help you guys have tools and support. And that is why we're creating the Good Vibe Tribe events, so we can have community and support each other. And the events have been absolutely amazing. We did 2 events in December. The energy clearing workshop was super powerful, you guys, and I'm planning on doing another one in February, maybe even 2 of them, maybe one in January and February, because after last night I have a whole new technique on how to clear fear, worry, anxiety, and also we brought in the technique of my personal technique of how to let go of negative emotional attachments that are draining you. So the Good Vibe Tribe, hosted by Jory Cooper Swick, is a group that you want to be in if you want to participate in an energy clearing workshop, or if you want to participate in my January 22nd workshop. We haven't even talked about January yet. I don't even know if I'm going to do cards today. It's like so much to talk about. Yes, thank you guys for saying crying is good. Trust me, I've cried so much and it has been so cathartic. It's just, I was like, oh, I think I'm good. I think I'm not going to cry on the live stream today. All week long, I'm like, I'm going to cry if I go on a live stream. Nope, it happened. And that's okay, because I want you to know how passionate and sincere I am about, and how genuine I am about this message, and how much it's touched my life personally, these challenges and struggles that I've observed in others, and in myself. So anyway, the Good Vibe Tribe is getting back together. We have a plan to get back together January 22nd, and that's going to be a super powerful day because we're getting past all the retrogrades, and we're having a new moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is community and finding your tribe and digital, and it's like, hey guys, let's get together digitally out with the tribe, and we're going to do a building your future, or building our world, building our future, building the new earth kind of like a vision board, kind of like a game show theme. I think Shane and I were talking yesterday in our session about, I got inspiration while I was on the phone with Shane about, there's like a little game show element sort of thing, the way I want to do it, because I always want to bring the fun in. But I do want to do another energy clearing workshop, and I know a lot of you wanted to come to that, but because it was December 27th, the timing was really hard for you with the holidays. So please join Good Vibe Tribe, hosted by Jory Cooper Swick, and I will be doing a poll and an event announcement to see what you guys want. I also want to do a question and answer live stream, because we have a lot of spiritual seeking this year. So let's talk about 2023 and January. Holy shit, you guys. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do cards. It's going to be pitch dark in here. Okay. Anyway, so let's talk about 2023. I did say it is about a year of rejuvenation, but it is such an incredible, I'm excited because it's a year of spiritual research, spiritual seeking, spiritual connection. It's also science and technology and detoxification, which goes back to what I was saying about addiction. And this is the year of, with Scorpio in the North Node too, we're getting rid of those toxins, those poisons. And it's not just substances, it's anything that makes you unconscious. So are you watching TV programs that have no soul, or that are violent, or that are dramatic? All of these things, like what are we ingesting? What are we viewing? What are we breathing in with our chemicals, with our laundry detergent? This is the year of purification, and it's also purifying for the earth. This is the new earth. New earth is purified, okay? So we're not poisoning the new earth with toxic laundry detergent. We're not breathing in Glade and air fresheners, and what is the one that I hate? Febreze, to me, is the ultimate poison. Hi, Erica. You guys, if you're breathing it in on your clothes, in your laundry, in the air, it's neurotoxins. Okay, so 7 is detoxification, purification all year long. Why? Because when we have clear intuitive channels, when they're not filled with neurotoxic crap, I'm gonna get triggered, we have a clearer channel for intuition. Our receptivity expands, our antenna raises up. We're no longer unconscious. We're no longer numbed down, dumbed down. We are tuned in. And I was talking to Shane about this. He didn't even know this, but I know I've told you guys before. Before I did anything in public on Facebook in a group, before I ever had Jory's numerology chat, my first group was Life is Yum, Healthy Bodies, Happy Souls, because I was put through a food and chemical product detox before I ever did any intuitive work. I had no idea that life was doing that so I could do intuitive work. They were setting me up to be an intuitive, a clear channel. I got rid of hair products, lotions, detergents, candles, anything that has artificial fragrances, that has parabens, that I have books and books. I'll have to post pictures of these books that are about clean beauty, clean skincare. And I started eating foods that were not processed and that were organic. That is a huge theme this year, you guys, because we've got to clear out the toxic crap in our lives personally and on the planet, and it all goes hand in hand. Because when you realize, oh my God, whole foods, healthy laundry detergent, these things are making me healthier. You're not buying the crap. You're not feeding the bullshit industries that are making money off of poisoning the planet. Yes, I'm very passionate about it. I'm in my 9th year of seeing the ugliness of humanity. Just saying. Woo! She's coming on strong, guys. So, spiritual study. I'm thrilled because I'm here to offer you the spiritual insights, which is another reason why I want to do more group live streams, so we can get more people to hear the insights and do the question and answer and gather more spiritual information. So astrology, numerology, chakras. We're doing chakras and the energy clearing. Working with pendulums, working with guidance decks, meditating, journaling, huge. All of these things, getting quiet, getting still, tuning in all year long. We've got Saturn moving into Pisces in March. This is super exciting to me because Saturn brings the structure. Pisces is the spiritual world, structuring everyday spirituality into your life. This is what I do. Saturn rules my chart. Jupiter in Pisces, so expanded Pisces. Spirituality is my big thing. And structure rules my chart, Saturn. So it's like structure the spirituality. Yes, Saturn's moving into Pisces. It's huge. It's huge, it's huge, it's huge. And I just found out today that in 1935, when Saturn was in Pisces, is when AA was formed. And I thought, oh my God, there we go again, the detoxification, because Pisces can get addicted and Saturn can restrict. So we're restricting and restraining, which means, excuse me, we're not overdoing. We're reining it in. So if you're doing dry January, huge, huge, huge praise to you for following your inspiration on that. Alcohol will make you unconscious, and my intention is to help you expand your consciousness. That's where the bliss is. That's where you're living your gifts and talents and contributing to the world in the fullest way, being of service to the world in the fullest way, creating a beautiful reality for yourself because you're tuned in. You're not turning off your connection. When alcohol is involved or other things, you're turning off your connection. It's a very low frequency. And I'm here to help you raise your frequency, because that's where the bliss is. The higher you go, the more bliss. Now, the wider the more we expand our consciousness, the more dark we're going to see, but the more light we're going to see, because we're broadening our perspective. But we keep our focus in the direction of the light. We don't push against the dark. We can stay neutral, okay? So we see it, but we learned as deliberate creators to direct our focus, because we want more of that. So remember, it's the buffet. What are we putting on our plate? Whatever you put on your plate, you have to eat. The buffet of life. So I see you guys chatting in the comments. All right, so 7, spiritual. I'm here for you. I have a two new sessions I created. One is called Spiritual Q&A. There's a 30-minute, or you can add it, make it a 60-minute if you have lots of spiritual questions. If you are having your spiritual growth spurt, which a lot of you will this year, and I'm so excited, and you want to know, what does it mean? What is the crystal thing? What is this pendulum thing? What is this, what are the chakras? Any open questions you have. Now, I want to do this in a group setting too, but if you want a private session, we have a spiritual Q&A. It's on sale right now for 30 minutes. Or 60. And then I also created a 2023 focus, I think it's called 2023 clarity session, on the blissfulknowing.com. So we can look at your personal year and of this year and last year with the universal energies and see exactly what your themes are and how to focus your energies best this year. So those are up on the blissfulknowing.com. We're going to talk about January's energies of 1 and 8. And we've got Mercury in retrograde right now, Mars in retrograde right now, but we're going to shift starting January 12th and then January 18th. Things are going to feel a lot more forward moving after January 18th. So we've had a sluggish start to the new year. It did not feel fresh. It did not feel new, because Mercury retrograde is going backwards. Mars is our passion and our mojo, and that's going backwards. And because the energy shifted really on the December 6th is when I felt the big shift. And March is when, to me, I think we're going to have a massive shift. We have huge shifts with the planets. We've got Jupiter, Pisces, and Pluto all changing signs. Those are the outer planets that affect everybody. And so society is totally going to change. Technology is going to rapidly expand. So many things are going to change. March, on the spring equinox, is when we go into 0 degrees of Aries, the beginning of the astrological new year, the first day of that's the beginning of the astrology chart. Okay, so that's 0 degrees Aries is March 21st. Now, this year, our numerology in March is 1 and 3 of March, but it's a 7 year. You add the March's 3, that's 10. Not just 1, that's 10, baby. That's level up. Woo-hoo-hoo. So I feel that March is going to feel much more like a new year. Spring always feels like the new year. I feel that spring is really our true new year. And that's when I think I'm going to make my big announcement for what I thought I was going to bring up today, but with Mercury retrograde, I feel like, Now, if you're in my private live stream groups, you know about my big announcement, and some of you are already benefiting from it, which is awesome. And I will continue to reveal it in my private live stream events. But right now, I just want to do a little bit of tweaking and a little bit of reflecting on it. And hopefully by my March live stream, I will be able to announce to all of you what I've been working on since August, which I've really been working on for like 10 years. And it finally poofed into full fruition. Okay, let's talk about January's energies, and let me know if it starts getting dark. You guys, I have a ring light that my neighbor let me borrow. It was an amazing manifestation, but it is adding like a weird lighting, but I think we're okay. It's kind of getting dark in here, but my screen looks okay. So January's energies are 1 and 8. 1 and 8. Why? January's a 1 month, the first month of the year. We're adding 2023 7. So we have 1 and 8. These are powerhouse, get her done energies. 1 is ambitious and 8 is goal oriented. However, because we have Mercury in retrograde and Mars in retrograde, it's a slow ass start. It's like spinning your wheels. Whereas when we shift on January 12th and Mars goes direct, you're going to have more mojo. We're going to get our mojo back, our energy and our passion back. And then after December 18th, when Mercury goes direct, we're going to have our thoughts forward We're going to be able to really move forward with communication. We're not going to have brain fog. So that's why I scheduled my first private event of the year on January 22nd. That is a master energy, 22, the master builder. It's a 22 and 3 day. So master builder from the 22 and 3 social and creating. So we're coming together socially to create and build our future, which is the 8 energy of January, and our new beginning, which is the 1 energy. 1 is asking us for self-care, you guys. And when we combine it with our 7 of 2023, that stillness, that rejuvenation, this is a collective timeout. And that's why I needed those 5 days. We're in timeout energy, and Mercury retrograde and the 7-year all year, they're very similar, are about slowing down and reflecting, going within and being very introspective. So we have a lot of push-pull going on because Capricorn 1 and 8 are like, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, thrust forward, do it, do it. And then we have Mercury retrograde, Mars retrograde, and the 7 that are like, slow down, reflect, don't take that forward action. So it has been this total push-pull tug of war. It's like I want to start, but I can't. I want to start, like trying to start the car and like not, or like I said, spinning your wheels. So yes, Stephanie's saying the 22nd is also the Lunar New Year. The 22nd is also, we have the lunar new moon. Yes, we have the new moon in Aquarius. You guys, Aquarius is the tribe, the community, the technology. I mean, it's so fucking perfect. I didn't know any of this when I was told January 22nd. And then I saw it all and I was like, duh. I love how they like tell me. Like for the energy clearing, I did not know that the moon was in Pisces the day that they told me to do it December 27th. And the moon was in Pisces, which is the endings and the tuning in spiritually. And we needed to tune in spiritually to see what we needed to clear and let go of. And it was like so perfect and powerful. And now I feel like the next one's even going to be more powerful because I have a better sense of how it's supposed to go and the effects it can have. So yay. If you guys are interested in the energy clearing or the Q&A, open Q&A, or the building your future, please comment so I know, but I'm going to do a poll in the Good Vibe Tribe group and get everybody more focused on that. Also, if you have a water moon, I would love to know. Cancer moon, Pisces moon, Scorpio moon. Where are my emotional people? Your moon is your emotions. The water signs are the most emotional. Where's my tribe of emotional people? My soft people? If you have a moon in an air sign, you're going to be more mentally processing your emotions. The fire signs, I feel like you're just going to just kind of like burst them out, maybe angrily. I don't know. I haven't done enough research. And the earth signs are going to be more practical with the way that they view their emotions. But the water signs, man, do we get a little drowny, but it's like, even if it's not your moon sign, you probably know if it's your sun or if you have Jupiter in a water sign or if it's your rising. Anyway. All right, guys. So we have the energies of setting goals for ourselves, of taking control of our lives. The 8 of January says, take control of your life. And the 7 years says, detox and get spiritual. So how can we, because we are in reflective energies of 7 and retrograde, let's reflect. How can we take control of our lives? How can I take control of my life to remove what is toxic, what is keeping me unconscious? How can I take control of my life so that I can grow spiritually, so that I can tune into who I really am? What do I need to unplug from? 8 also wants to create some boundaries too, because it's taking control, taking your power back. So what do I need to create a boundary, a healthy boundary between? Is it me and the TV? Is it me and someone that is living an unconscious life that is not operating at the frequency that matches, and you're feeling like you need to pull yourself down to match their frequency? Whatever it is, how can you take control of your life to remove the toxins? Scorpio, South Node, what we're leaving behind, that poison of the scorpion. What can we let go of? Is it a substance? Is it a relationship? Is it a toxic thought? For me, a lot of this stuff that I do, you guys, is toxic beliefs that are creating suffering for ourselves. If you have emotions, you got the beliefs underneath there that are creating the emotions. The emotions are rooted in beliefs. And that is why the energy clearing session, the energy clearing workshop, the new technique I'm bringing in now that I did last night for myself really showed me a subconscious belief that I did not realize was there. It's like the emotional closet cleaning, but that's a different technique that goes way deeper. But the energy clearing workshop will help you to see some big roots of your emotion, which I felt so good after, you guys. I let out so many tears, but I felt so neutralized and like now I'm shining. I just felt like, oh my God, the things that were triggering me were not triggering me anymore because I got rid of the roots. And so it's like that weed. You can pull the weed at the surface, but if you're not getting the root, that weed will continue to come back. And I was like, why? I got to move past this. I got to move past this. Now, understand that healing is not linear. There are layers and layers and layers to healing. So we move chunks at a time, okay? And then there's new things that come up as we are ready to release those. It's a continual process, which is why I want to have an energy clearing workshop every month, because we always need to be keeping our energy fields clear. And I will teach you in the energy clearing workshop how to clear your energy field on your own. That's what everything I do is about, empowering you to get your own guidance with tools, with insights, with numerology, with everything, and to empower you so you can fly, not so you depend on me. So I'm not saying you have to come to an energy clearing workshop every month. I'm saying I always want to be available for people who are ready to clear things as things come up so that we can do that, because I want you to get in the habit. Hi, Sandy. Good to see you. I want you to get in the habit of clearing your energy field. And that's what the 7-year is also inviting us to do, is purification of the energy field. And it's very sensitive to sound and to people's energy. And so you're going to want to learn how to clear your energy field and maintain a clear energy field. And water and nature are huge for that too. The techniques that I teach in the energy clearing workshop, I would suggest that people try them after on their own when they're in nature or in water. For me, it's in the bathtub with the candlelight, with the salts, the Epsom salt and the sea salt and the baking soda and the pink salt. And I've got everything. I'm like, I've got all the elements here, the earth, fire, water, air. Okay, I'm ready to release. And then things go down the drain, and so that's part of the release. And then blowing out the candle, that's part of the transformation and release. So that's very, very effective. For those of you that went to my energy clearing workshop in December and haven't tried it in a bathtub yet, try the technique in the bathtub, but I have a whole new technique for you. I have actually 2 more techniques for you. I think more and more energy clearing techniques are going to come up for me because I want to keep the variety. I want it to be dependent on who's showing up for the event. We're going to have different needs, and also there's different timings to things, different seasons for things. So I want to have different techniques, because February is a 9-month of letting go again, but it's also 2 energy, which can create anxiety. So I want it to be letting go of anxieties with my new technique that I did last night, letting go of fears, worries, and anxieties, as well as letting go of attachments, because 2 is that connection and 9 is letting go. So we're not letting go of any love. Love cords can never be severed, ever. And we are all speaking heart to heart to each other all of the time, even if there's a physical silence between 2 people. So I am not, it's impossible to cut a cord of love. Just want to say that. This is not like a vindictive thing. This is just anything that's draining you. I mean, you're the one that's creating the drainage, by the way. Your unhealthy attachment. You think it's the other person, but it's your unhealthy attachment. So it's getting so dark in here. Anyway, so 1 and 8, yes, we're going to start to feel the 1 and 8 kick in a lot harder after January 12th, after January 18th, and then January 22nd. All planets are going direct, you guys. It's going to be major. So that's why we're getting together January 22nd, to pump up the volume of our dreams, our goals, support each other, put things in writing, crystallize our future reality, bring it into the now. What is our preferred reality? Script it. It's going to be so fucking juicy, because the December 18th live stream we did, I think it was the 18th, right guys? Yeah. we were like buzzing like crazy. Collective energy, Aquarius energy, that's the bringing your tribe together, buzzing, high frequency, Aquarius, high frequency. Community. There's so much power in that collective vibration, you guys. So much manifesting power in that collective vibration. And when we come together for things like the energy clearing workshop, so much power because we are healing collectively. We're supporting each other energetically. So it is so powerful. There is unspoken support in that circle of people that are joining in that moment to heal. It's so powerful. My goal is to create more community events and be able to help more people at once. We all benefit from coming together. And when my beautiful tribe members, I love all of you, thank you, come there, even if you don't say a damn word, your energy is the gift. We are all healers. Your energy, your presence at the event offers a frequency. We come together, all of our frequencies, creating a beautiful web of light. It's fucking powerful, guys. I want you to join the Good Vibe Tribe if you haven't, and please consider coming to one of our events. I'm going to try, my goal is to have 3 private events a month, a question and answer, a poofalicious manifesting sort of party-ish high vibe thing where we get a group reading, and then the energy clearing workshop. I want to be able to do really all 3 of those every month, and then do my one public live stream, which is like this, publicly. So that's a live stream every week. But that's my goal. That's my 8 goal. It might be too much. We'll see. But that excites me. Liz, yay! Oh my God. Yay, Liz. Yes, you joined the live. We've been talking a long motherfucking time. I haven't even gone to cards. I didn't know if I was going to have time, but I think I can. So I think I got out everything except I just want to remind you guys, since we're getting closer to Valentine's Day, my book, Love is Everywhere, about my true story of finding hearts in nature. I have some copies here. You can buy the hide and seek hearts to hide around the house. Don't tell the kids. Read the book to them. At the end of the book, it says you may find some special hearts too. Then all of a sudden they start finding the hearts everywhere. Hide them in places you know they'll find them. Oh my God, so much fun. You get a cute little pouch. You say, hey, I've got this little heart pouch. You want to put your one heart that you found in the pouch? Oh, you found another? Oh my God, collect. How fun. And they're all different. There's like 30 different ones in here. It's like collecting stickers. Remember collecting stickers, guys? And while you're at it, I have some of my family tree book too. So this is all about following your passion in life. Uncle Ivan goes deep sea diving. Aunt Betty cooks spaghetti. We've got cousin Liam works at the museum, or I think he's the brother. My father Arden plants a garden. So following your passion in life, doing what you love. You see all the characters? Great Grandma June flies a hot air balloon. And my cousin Pierre loves to style hair. He's fun. Oh, Colette the vet. She's awesome. So, yeah, there's no time for me to tell you guys about my new project. I've been talking way too much. I'll have to save that for March. All right, so let's do some cards before it gets way dark. 4 cards from the Blissful Knowing. Okay, Shane, we'll see you soon. Thank you. We'll see you at the live event, Shane, on the 22nd. The Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance cards. What we have, what we want, what we need, what we get. Thank you, Sandy. She loves my book. We're going to use the cards. All the cards are available on the blissfulknowing.com. By the way, Zen Blossoms, I have 3 of these left. They're not on the website. Message me if you want the Zen Blossoms. If you have my other decks and you're like, I need the last one to complete my collection, message me. I have 3 left. Oh, Pam, I just have to comment. Pam says, love the names and that the careers rhyme. So cute. The writing is so good. In the family tree, I started writing that book at age 10. My Uncle Ivan Goes Deep Sea Diving was the first character. I won a poetry contest for a children's magazine called Cricket. And that's what inspired me to write more relatives started coming since I've been 10. And it took me 35 years, you guys, to finish that book. There's 9 characters. And Arden, who creates the garden, is inspired by my father and the beautiful experiences I had gardening with my dad. So it's very, very special. But the writing is amazing and super quirky and super fun. And you'll be like, damn, Jory's a damn fucking good writer. She's really good. It's super poetic. It's just really fun. It's fun. And the best part about it is you can read one chapter a night, one relative a night. So I always loved that. When I was a kid, my mom would read like Frog and Toad or Mouse Tales was another book I loved. It was like one little story a night, just a couple pages a night, like such a short commitment. But it's like, ooh, what journey and adventure are we going to go on with what relative tonight? We're going to go fly a hot air balloon with great grandma June? Or are we going to ride a Harley with Sister Marley? What are you going to do? Super, super fun. Oh, Grandpa Clayton goes roller skating. Okay? I mean, the grandpa is roller skating and the great grandma is flying a hot air balloon, okay? And let me tell you, my sister Marley, she knows how to fix a Harley, okay? She's cool, all right? She's like got her wrench and everything. All right, so it's great. You're gonna love it. And the illustrations are so beautiful. The illustrator, her name, I always say Dana, but her name is Donna. She's from Israel. We became really good friends, and she is so talented. Anyway, we're getting dark. So, blissful knowing what we have, what we want, what we need, and what we get. Thank you, Sandy. One day I will read a couple poems, characters from this book, but I have a third book, you guys, and there's a poem called Poofalicious in it. And now the cat's out of the bag about that. That's not my big project. But there's actually a Poofalicious poem, and I will be reading my Poofalicious poem in one of my private events, you guys. And it is very Dr. Seuss, and it is awesome and hilarious and funny as hell. Okay? So you want to be there for that, because that is like, if I could leave anything behind, it's my Poofalicious legacy with that poem. It needs to be in print in a book. It needs to. So that's the third book. All right. What we have, what we want, what we need, and what we get. Look at that. You are a healer. Did I not just talk about your presence being a gift at these events? Okay, what we have, what we want, what we need, what we get. Then we're going to do our blessings to remember from the Zen Blossoms, Flowering Intuition cards, which I have 3 left. If you want to be one who has it, they have been limited edition up until now. Magic. If you love flowers, if you're Taurusy, if you love nature, if you just love high vibes, these are the highest vibe deck I have. Great, great, great photos, beauty. Oh, so much to tell you guys. I can't tell you it all, but my big announcement's going to be awesome. Awesome, awesome. I just can't tell you now. It's too dark and it's not the right time. So, challenge to embrace from my Love is Everywhere Hearts in Nature deck. Love. Here we go. It's getting dark. It's like, you guys. I'm just chasing daylight. I don't want to turn this light on because it's going to get freaky, but I'll show you. It looks freaky. Whoa! See, we can't have that shit. That's like a horror movie. It's like a lightning striking looking light. So we're going to do cards in the dark. It's going to be like candlelight readings by Jory Cooper Swick. Yes, it's Jory Cooper Swick, not Jory Super Quick. This is a long ass live stream. It's Jory Cooper Swick, as in SW, Swick, as in flip your switch, flip your light switch, shine. Swick, 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 swick. Not quick. Jory Cooper Swick. All right. I know it's tricky. I know it looks like quick. It is not quick. Just think, not Jory Super Quick, Jory Cooper Swick, and then you'll have it right. I know I talk super quick, but my live streams are not super quick. So just think about it that way. They're super long. All right, what we have, here we go. Holy shit, it's getting dark. Beat the clock. That's another game show we could do in the live stream. I was saying we're going to do a game show. Feel in the January 22nd. Beat the clock. Okay, what we have, here we go. Ooh-hoo! A solution is waiting for you. I didn't even get to pom-pom it because I'm like, we got to hurry. A solution is waiting for you. Oh my God, I fucking love this. A solution is waiting for you. This is one of the best cards in the deck. Who doesn't want this card? Who doesn't want to get this card? Don't you all just feel better? I haven't even read the card, but don't you all just fucking feel better that you have a solution waiting for you? How can you not feel better with that shit? This is what I'm talking about. This helps us heal. These tools help us heal. We're not going down into the depths of my problem is unsolvable. There's no solution. No, there's a fucking solution, your higher self says. Here it is. Yeah! Maybe the solution is the deck. TheBlissfulKnowing.com. Get the deck. Come to the events. Even if you, okay, I cannot read in the dark. Good luck, people. Even if you cannot see it now, there is a solution to the situation you are inquiring about. The universe is very clever. It is filled with divinely intelligent ideas that can resolve issues in unexpected and creative ways. Ways that your physical mind cannot perceive of at this time. Woo-hoo-hoo, the physical mind doesn't have broader perspective. It's got the narrow perspective. Relax in the knowing that the answer to your problem already exists. Yes, it does. It's here and now. Everything is here and now. And trust that it will soon be made apparent to you. Fuck yes. You know why it's going to be made apparent to you? Because now you're in alignment with it. Why? Because you believe. Because you've let go of the problem and you're focused on the solution. You're now a vibrational match to the solution. Align, 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 align. When you're a match to it, it reveals itself because everything's here and now. You just can't see it all because you're not a frequency match to it. But once you're a frequency match, it appears miraculously, seemingly out of the blue. But no, you just shifted to the frequency where you can now see it because you're aligned with it. A solution is waiting for you. A solution is waiting for all of us. Isn't it juicy? Isn't it juicy? Pom it up, my friends. Give me all you got. Oh my God, can anyone see? It's so dark. Fuck. Are we going to make it through these cards? Should I just like try to turn this light? Hold on, let me see if I turn the light away. Ah! Hate it. Hate it. Can I turn? I might be able to turn the flash on. Hold on. Hold on, guys. There's a lightning bolt. What happens when I hit flash? Nothing? Nothing? I thought I could have hit flash. Shit. We might not be able to get through these cards. We might have to leave it at that. All right, what we want. I seriously can't read these. Oh my God, here it is. It's not a problem, it's a challenge. There you go. Beginning of the live stream, I talked about challenges. But the solution, the challenge is what creates the growth. The challenge is what creates the expansion. It doesn't have to be a problem. It's a challenge to lead us into our greater expansion, to align with the solution. That's the expansion. We have a challenge. The solution gets created by the higher self. We align with the solution and that becomes the expansion. You see how that works? I have a problem, quote unquote. It's a challenge. Higher self's on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. Oh, higher self's on it? You mean there's a solution waiting for me? Oh, let me turn my focus in the direction of the solution. Let me open up and be receptive with my antenna up because I'm detoxed. And now I am ready to receive the solution. And woof! There's my solution. I've grown into this new, solved, higher, more evolved circumstance. It's not a problem. It's a challenge. Okay, I can't read this right now, guys. It's too dark. It just basically says, when we call it a problem, we're resistant. When we open up to a challenge, we can align with the solution. Redefine all problems as challenges. If you want the details, buy the deck. And you can read it. Okay, what we need. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition about knowing that there is a solution. Trust that it's a challenge. How do we trust our intuition? We raise our antenna. How do we raise our antenna? We detox. We purify. We get quiet. We get still. We don't put toxins on our skin. We don't inhale toxins in our atmosphere of air fresheners and detergents. And we don't ingest toxins like alcohol and other things that can clog processed foods, other substances that are unhealthy, caffeine, sugar. I say that, but I do like sugar. When I have PMS, I'm like, so sugar. But I'm noticing the seven energy is like, yeah, no, it's okay. You don't really need that. So what do we get? Oh my God. Pom, 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 and chime. It's easier than you think. Yes, people. It's easier than we think. Let's see if I can read this. I really can't. I can't read it. Do I have a phone that has a light? Hold on, guys. I have a flashlight. All right, shine your light, baby. This is really funny. This is like totally reading in the dark. Oh, my face. Okay, I look like a horror, like I'm doing a horror, sitting around the campfire with a ghost story. It's easier than you think. This is the opposite of a ghost story, okay? It's harder than you think is the ghost story. That's what you should be afraid of. It's easier than we think, guys. Sometimes we get caught up in the ego mind's perception of struggle and strife. Well, there we go. Now we don't have the weird. Oh, we do. Okay. Well, those thoughts can be convincing. The higher self perspective knows that life is meant to work smoothly and easily. Life wants you to know that a fluid path is available to you once you open yourself up to taking it. Shift your focus to the ideas of ease and flow and trust that your circumstances will soon reflect your new state of mind. It's easier than you think. It's easier than we think. Our ego thinks the worst. It's easier than we think. It's easier than we think. I didn't show you guys my Larmar ring. Like total sidetrack. You guys didn't see my Larmar ring it's in the shop. It's so pretty. Can't see it. Larmar ring in the shop, size 7. Stunning. Forgot to do that show and tell. Okay, 2 more cards in the dark. Blessing to remember from the Zen Blossoms. Oh my God, illuminate. This is perfection. This is the card of clarity. 7 is about getting clarity. Facing, look, see the darkness? We're facing the light. This is the sunshine. This gazania looks like the sun. It's facing the white, the purification, what's in front of us, leaving behind the darkness behind us. That's the detox. That's the detox, guys. That's the Scorpio South Node, leaving it behind. So, blessing to remember is we can get clarity. How do we get clarity? What I just said. Getting still, getting quiet, being in nature, raising your antenna, getting detoxified so that your intuitive pathways are clear. You're in receptive mode. You have clear reception. You don't have static. You don't have static. You're not numbed. You're open. You're conscious. You're clear. Blessing to remember is you can get clarity. It's a built-in mechanism, guys. Your antenna is built in. You cannot ever disconnect from it, but you can clog the fuck out of your receptive pathways with neuro-fucking toxins. And I'm very passionate about this. Very fucking passionate about this, you guys. It's the year of detox. It will grow you spiritually. It will change your life. You will become conscious. You will grow, you will expand, you will reach higher, more beautiful, blissful levels. You will live in the realm of the blissful knowing. The 7 is the knowing, the clarity. The bliss is the high frequencies. Because you have let go of toxic, low vibe shit. All right, challenge to embrace. Can you tell there's like 8 energy this month, which can be angry? It's like, holy shit. And Mars in retrograde in Gemini is like angry words. But it's passionate words, guys. Okay, this is beautiful. Challenge to embrace from the heart deck, forgiveness. This is the big old letting go, guys. This is the big release. This is it. And forgive yourself first. That's the energy clearing. That's the letting go of the unhealthy attachments that you created. Forgive yourself. Purify. The white inside is about pure. You're pure, you're clean, you're clear, because you're not holding on to anger, you're not holding on to resentment, you're not holding on to pain. The pink is self-love. I'm loving myself. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself because you love yourself. It's not about condoning what anybody else did. It's about letting go of something heavy. There's this emptiness here in the middle because this heart is no longer holding on to something heavy inside of it. And the energy clearing workshop can help you to do that, because what I did yesterday was let go of something heavy in my heart. And I feel clear. I have the white purity now. I feel like I love myself more. I feel like I can be more supportive of others now because I have done my own work, filled up my cup. And now I have so much to offer you guys in this live stream and beyond and all of our events. So, oh, look, I'm like an angel. All right, guys. I would love to connect with you in a private session. It's a 1 energy this month. Focus on yourself. It's a 7 energy all year. Spiritual research. Let's do the research. Let's see who you really are. Let's get the spiritual insights from your higher self and your guides through a session. Come to my private events. The group is Good Vibe Tribe, hosted by Jory Cooper Swick, C-W-I-K, pronounced Swick, as in switch, flip your switch to the bright light that you are. Thank you, Erica. please join the Good Vibe Tribe. I want to go right now and do a live stream in there. I might, but I gotta find some better lighting. But I want to go in there and like remind everybody that we're doing events. So we'll see you hopefully at the events. theblissfulknowing.com. Also, I've been doing Reiki like crazy. I have new Reiki packages. I have new 30-minute session packages on theblissfulknowing.com. Doing Reiki for people on a more consistent basis to really help them with new levels of healing, layer by layer by layer by layer. So I do it at night. You don't have to be on the phone for that at all. I just send you a text. Hey, are you ready? Or you send me a text. I'm ready. I send it. It's a 15-minute thing. You relax. You fall asleep. It's amazing. So I'll post all that in the comments below. Love you guys. See you in the private live streams this month. 22nd, maybe sooner.